I can't see on my little screen, by the way. Yeah, I can. Have we started?
Yes.
Have we started? Hello! Sorry, Ryan had moved the little preview screen that I've got and I couldn't see myself, so apologies. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I'm just seeing the replay come up and it's just really funny. Thank you guys all so much for coming and hanging out with me. I'm just so... Oh, that's you. I could hear myself and I'm like, oh my God, I've got an echo. That's just confusing. I'm so distracted. This is something... Okay, first thing that I'm going to lay out really quickly. I am now officially... not a squirrel, that's not the right one. I'm officially like the dog from Up, and I am just what squirrel. I have absolutely no trains of thought left. I get words stuck. So just please bear with me. Please bear with me for the next 4 months while I have baby brain and have absolutely no freaking idea what's going on. I'll do my best, but sometimes I'll get stuck on a word. I know what I want to say, but I can't get the word. It's very amusing. Anyway, so I'm going to say a big hi. Hold on, before I do that, I'm going to get Ryan to wave because he's actually in the shot, technically speaking. You need to move just a little bit more out, Ryan. There you go. You can see Ryan hiding back there. So I'm going to say a big hello to everybody. So hi to Denise, hi Caroline, hi Sarah, hi Ruth, hi Marnie, hi Kels. Hello Michelle, hello Lani, hello Tammy, hello Nancy, hello Dezzles. Stop making noise. Hi, did I say hello to Caroline? I did. I think I have said said hi to everyone. If anyone else pops up, just say hi and I'll say hi to you too. But yeah, thank you very, 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 very much for coming and hanging out. Baby brain is definitely real, and when you add that on top of being blonde, bad combination. I have real trouble keeping up with work at the moment. My brain doesn't quite catch that. Hey Esther, hey Jill, hope you guys are doing okay. So for everyone who has been asking, I've been really bad on answering comments on YouTube at the moment. You do not have baby brain without the baby, Denise, you're fine. We are doing a little bit better here in Victoria. We're still in lockdown. We're still technically in stage 4. We still can only go out for 4 reasons. But we now can go 25 kilometres instead of the 5 kilometres. That's really good for me. Like I've already taken advantage of that because I had to go to Officeworks. And my Officeworks was useless. So I had to go over to Altona to get my stuff. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something that's so important it's not funny. And I'll be putting a post up on Instagram in the next couple of days. My glue tape that I love more than anything else in the world is being discontinued from Officeworks. So if you use this one too, if you're like me and you love this one, buy as many refills as you humanly can. I bought 15 today and hopefully that'll last me a while. I don't know how long it'll last me, but just a heads up, they're discontinuing that. I'm not happy about it. I've told Officeworks that. Not that they care, but that's not the point. Oh, thank you. Denise got a hug. Denise needed one of these and she forgot to buy it from Officeworks, so I have a spare 5 or 7. So I dropped it off at her place and I asked her partner Tom to give her a big hug from me because I can't hug her, so I did that. Yeah, so hit up Officeworks. Definitely get as many as you possibly can, and then maybe if enough people start buying, like buy them all at once, they might go, oh, actually these aren't so bad. But anyway, I'm just reading your comments as they come up. So Ruth said, I keep messing up all of my dates. I keep turning up to appointments that aren't on and sending my son to activities on different days. I caught Ryan out the other day. He had no idea what day it is. He came out at lunchtime and was like, is today Monday? I really hope not, because otherwise I have an extra day to work and I didn't want to work that extra day. So no, I know what day it is, and it's our work, my work is now changing. So for all of you guys who don't know, I work with Footy Stats, which means I do a lot of work on the weekends. So during football season, when it's normal, hey Trishy Pants, when it's normal, I will do sort of 2 days off during the week to make up for working on the weekend, or 1 day off during the week to work out 1 day on the weekend, whichever it works. And that helps. It gives me a day off during the week, and it kind of keeps me from ever doing, like, I never feel like I work a full week. And especially the last couple, up until the 1st of October, we were only doing 4 days a week anyway. So we've now been bumped up to 5 days a week, which is a bit of a struggle, I'll admit, but getting there. Really glad that footy season has got away and but I'm also very happy it's ending, because it means that Ryan and I actually get to spend some time together. The worst part, I guess, about my work this year has been that I sort of have to do a little bit on Saturday and a little bit on Sunday, so I don't really get a break, and I don't really get to spend a lot of time with Ryan. So very excited, that lockdown is nearly over. Victorians have been doing such a good job. Thank you so much. If you guys are from Victoria, thank you so much, because you've helped make this happen. Now that sort of we can start coming out, lockdown's nearly over, and we can kind of go out in the world, and I've got, pardon me, some time with Ryan, I might be able to go out and do some of the baby things that we haven't been able to do yet, like, shop for it, because we haven't been able to do that yet. So that's sort of on the list, and probably going to happen not this weekend, but next weekend. So, yay! Simone, I agree with you. I think Officeworks are slipping. The customer service is definitely slipping. And what they stock is slipping. So yeah, I'm not too happy. Jill, I do have a list. Of everywhere that they do have them in stock. The frustrating thing that they're doing, so when I went to go and buy some, so thankfully Denise helped me out with this. When I went to go and buy some, I had my store as Werribee, because that's my local store. And it said you can't click and collect, you can't buy online, and you obviously can't go into the shops because they're shut. But if I changed it to Altona, I could do click and collect. I could buy it online and click and collect. So it has to be at the store that you're buying from, because they're clearing them out. So I was kind of annoyed at that. I sent Officeworks a message and said this is not really very good considering. But yeah, anyway. Shall not get upset on that. But anyway, cool. Yes, Victorians have made a lot of sacrifices, Tammy. They've done a really good job. Most of us have done a really good job from the beginning of this whole thing. Some of us just didn't. So, as a whole, we have done very well the second time round. So, yay us. I'm not sure yet, Ruth, if I'm going to enjoy shopping for baby goodies, because I'm very particular on the things I want, and I have a feeling most of the things I want are going to be out of budget. So, it'll be fun. Ryan can tell me all the time that I can't have stuff. He's very good at it. He tells me I can't have stuff all the time. Anyway, so what I thought I'd show you guys is I've got 2 absolutely awesome bits of Happy Mail in the last since my last live. So I thought I would show you those. These aren't hauls. These are stuff that subscribers have sent me. I want to make it really clear, I don't expect stuff. I love when I get them, so thank you so much to the girls who sent me stuff, to Caroline and Tammy. But I love getting mail, but don't feel like you have to. Okay? I feel bad, but I really wanted to show these off because they're amazing. And just to show you sort of the lovely things that people send me, which I really very much appreciate. So this first, I've opened both of them. I have had a look through. We've got the overhead camera to work. Yes! Won't need most of the baby stuff. Unless I can wrap my child in stamps and paper, I may need to buy something for the baby, because at the moment all we have is a blanket, a onesie, and some teddies, and that's it. So, we'll start off with this one. This one here is from Caroline. I'm not going to read the card, but I will show you the card because it's just so beautiful. I just loved it. It just made me smile, which is what it says, so that I've done well. Now, this actually hasn't been living in the box. I put it back in the box, but it's actually gone straight onto my desk because every time I look at it, it makes me smile. It just makes me smile, so I'm just going to put that back in its spot. And then in here, which I have torn up a little bit because I got so excited, we have some stuff. So in here I have some chocolate, which I have been hiding from Ryan because, yeah, I'm not letting him have my chocolate. I may give him one of the chomps, but not yet. I'm actually just going to take this all out of the box. No, I'm not. So we've got a quote card there. We've got a Kikki K quote card that says say yes. We've got some little affirmation quote cards. So I've opened one. I wanted to open the other one on camera. So the first one, when you open it up, says, be afraid of nothing. You have within you all wisdom, all power, all strength, all understanding. And I'm just going to put these up around my office because I just really want to have those kind of quotes all around the place. Never fear, baby will be well covered. We're going to love buying for baby. You don't have to buy anything for the baby, Jill. It's okay. We're okay. And then the second one here, great work is done by people who are not afraid to be great. That's a good one too. I like that. So yeah, just little thoughts that you can put up sort of around the place. I really like that. We've got this little beauty. I don't know if you can quite see it, and I think Ryan can zoom in anymore. Just waiting to see if he can. Here we go. So it's just a little bug. I'm going to put him somewhere in here as well. This little gorgeous little yellow ladybug, and I just think he's so super sweet. Love him. Can zoom out again now, Ryan. I have some little wax melts, which I haven't had these out, but my whole room smells like these at the moment. Oh, I love them. I haven't had my wax melter on for a little while. Basically all of winter I didn't have it on, so I might need to put that on in the next couple of days. Hoard all the chocolate. Tell him it's the baby that needs it, not me. I keep going to the shop. Ryan doesn't like when I go to the shops on my own at the moment, which of course we've had to do because of lockdown, because I always come home with a block of chocolate or a bag of chocolate or, you know, some junk food, because that's all I can eat at the moment. Oh, there we go. Here's a story. So the two things I'm craving, or one thing I'm craving and the one thing I'm adverse to at the moment, I'm craving ham. I want ham. And I can't have ham, but I want ham. But I don't want to eat meat. So if you put mince in front of me, if you put a steak in front of me, if you put a schnitzel in front of me, which is ridiculous, I don't want to eat that. But if you put ham in front of me, which I'm not allowed to have, I would seriously, like, I'd grab, Ryan has a ham sandwich for lunch every day and I take it off him and I smell it because I just love the smell of ham. Anyway, so the other thing in here, which I think is gorgeous, there's obviously a lot of gorgeous stuff in here, but it's this little jar of mini wishbones, and I'm hoping I can get one out. I wouldn't break one, I wouldn't like do a wish on it, but it's got this little thing on that says wishes, and then it's this little wishbone kind of thing. So let's see if you can zoom in. There you go. So cute little wishbone, and I just think that's the most adorable little thing. I love this so much. So like I said, these are going to go all over my office. So there's a little stamp set here as well. I'm trying to hold that so the light doesn't hit it. So it's got sunshine, you are loved, sending, so you could say sending sunshine, a little something to brighten your day, smile, a little sun, and then some, I think there's some raindrops. Very, very cute. And then these have actually got some of the things from that. So you've got the hello, and that's the sun. Now, you're going to have to tell me, Caroline, where you got some of this from, because seriously. But I reckon I could do something similar to that with my my Mink foil, my Mink ink, toner ink, and get something similar, but I love that. It's just beautiful. And these are blank, so I can use these to send to someone else if I wanted to. You've got you are loved with some stripes, and then a little lemon with a little something to brighten your day, and that stamps in the set she sent. And then you've got some envelopes that go with those as well. Then we've got another quote card. Oh, another card. You've got another sending sunshine there. Love that. And then that's just with the stamped little sun. Caroline, if you made these are gorgeous. There's two more quote cards. Good day, sunshine, and slow down and enjoy the simple pleasures. They're gorgeous either way. But if she made them, I need to point that out. And then we have a little adhesive note set as well. This is a Kikki K one, and I actually don't have this one. So to get a Kikki K item that I don't own already is very, very well done. So congratulations to you. So Caroline, thank you so much. You really did brighten my day. Just a little, like, in the card, she just said that I wasn't myself last month, and I think she might have missed the announcement of why I wasn't myself last month, and hopefully now everyone knows. It kind of, you know, makes a little bit more sense as to why I was a bit funny. But I'm getting better. I feel more like myself every day, except for the fact that the last 2 days I've been in a fair amount of pain because I'm sleeping funny, and yeah, it hurts. So the other one here is from Tammy, and she's just written a little note on the front. She said, got the navy coloured paper and thought of me. So she's made this herself. So there's just, I'll show you the book in a minute. Sorry, I need a drink. Ooh, getting heartburn and stuff. Oh, water. My new best friend, although now I spend all the time in the toilet. Anyway. So in here I have 2 little things of flowers, which I think I might put with the flower that I got from Caroline as well. Just so they're up on my desk and they're looking pretty and stuff, because they're gorgeous. And then she's given me some washi tape strips on a little card there, so all kind of my colours. So you've got this gorgeous navy blue with some flowers and some more sort of floral ones. You've got some stripes, some spots, some little cherries. I think they're cherries. Cherries or flowers, and then some green floral at the bottom as well. I have a little dashboard here, which is really nice. It's actually got some texture to it, so although it's been laminated, I can feel the texture behind it, so that's really pretty. I love the sort of vintage stuff. And then there's 2 lots of ribbons here. One's a red ribbon with the spots, and then one's this gorgeous navy blue. Just anything navy blue is just good. So 2 little strips of ribbon, so I can use those in my crafting. And then this is the book that she made me, which is just, I haven't had a chance to fully explore this yet, so we're going to have some fun going through this together. So on the front it's got enjoy the little things, got some washi tape on the front, and then some gorgeous pattern paper on the back. You need to tell me where you got this pattern paper from, Tam, because it's gorgeous. And then you have, it's all tied up, and then when you open it, okay, I don't even know where to start. When you open it, you've got a little pocket over on this side, on the left. Oh, sorry. Gotta make sure I'm in the shot. So pull this out on the left. So I don't know if you can quite see sort of how big that pocket is, but it's absolutely huge. And the beautiful foiling paper that's behind it, that's just got, it's a beautiful day. You are loved. You are beautiful. You are my happy place. It's beautiful. And then in here we've got happiness blooms from within, a little quote card, live simply, gorgeous little heart. Then you've got some sort of places that you could do some journaling. And then we've got a little book. It's so cute. Look at that. That paper is amazing. So obviously all been handmade and just stunning. Just stunning. And then you've got another sort of note, another board there as well. And then on the other side, so I have pulled that one out, got another little board there with the spots. And you've got some more quote cards. So you've got love, the best is yet to come, another love one, some room to write, and then some beautiful sweet lovely, and then another kind of little pocket kind of thing here as well. Just beautiful. And then that all slips into this little pocket on the side. Just absolutely stunning. It's sort of like some of those notebooks that you buy that you just don't want to do anything with because you don't want to make them less perfect, if that makes sense. Like, I've got so many notepads and papers and bits and pieces that I don't use because I don't want to ruin them, which is ridiculous because that's what we buy them for. But just, I need to find something really special to use with this, I think, because it is absolutely stunning. So thank you so much, Tammy. Tammy, I was really slack too. She sent this, like, I think I went and picked it up from the post office. Sometime last week. I actually can't quite remember when I picked it up, but I was just a bit kind of not in the right headspace, and I forgot to send her a message to say thank you. So to Caroline and to Tammy, thank you guys so much for spoiling me with these little RAKs. I really appreciate them. They definitely did put a big, 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 big smile on my face. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah! Okay, that was all I had to show you. I didn't have anything else to show you. So now you're going to have to talk to me and tell me things. It's for me to put photos in. Thank you. I will do that. You know what? I might put some pictures of little Bubba in there when Bubba comes along. I might save it for something very, very special because that's definitely special. I will definitely have to have a look at that paper pack too. Sorry, Ryan. Because that's seriously stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Oh, okay. Other things I can show you. So I've been making Christmas cards off camera because I need to actually catch up with my Christmas cards. Now there's a couple here I can't show you yet, so I'm just going to move them off to the side. But I have made a couple. Sorry, we'll go back on it over here. So obviously you guys have already seen my Christmas peas, which I just think are so, so good. I love my Christmas peas. So that's sort of that one. I don't know if I've showed you my penguins. This one I kind of borrowed Jennifer Maguire's idea of the little sort of window card. So you can sort of, it's a very simple card on the outside just with the three penguins there and the penguining to look a lot like Christmas. Then you open up and the scene kind of expands just a little bit. So you got the street lamp and the music notes all over the place. I just think that's really cute and very, very clever. I love this one. It's so simple, but it is so gorgeous. And I'm always very nervous about doing shadows on cards because I never know if they're going to look right. I always think they're going to look funny. And Ryan, if you can zoom in just a little bit for me. There's a shadow underneath the reindeer that I don't actually even think you can see, even when it's all zoomed in. But it's just a messy kind of thing, and it worked absolutely beautifully. But yeah, absolutely love that one. Then I have this one. So I've got two slimlines so far, and we've got this one with just the snow globe scenes. All these are made with lawn fawn. Yeah, they are. All these ones are made from lawn fawn stamps and dies, but I don't actually have the dies for the snow globe, so I just cut them out myself. Just three little scenes that I coloured in. I was actually just sitting here doing nothing and just figured, well, I'll make a Christmas card out of that. So that was easy. And then that background is just inked because I didn't have any paper. This is the problem. I buy the 6x6 paper pads because I think they're better value and that you get more with them. But the problem is that they're all too small for slimline cards, so I've kind of had to start making my own paper. So I just made that with a stencil and just stenciled that on with a little bit of ink. And then this was the last one, which took me a very long time because I had to wait. I didn't have... So this is actually using 3 different sets of stamp. So you've got... I've got to remember what these 3 are from Party Animal. Yep, this one's from Holiday Party Animal, and then this one's from All I Want for Christmas Is You, I think. Or is it Bar Humbug? Might be Bar Humbug, sorry. So I had to wait for them all to come in, so I had all of them there. But just them all holding their little presents with their little hats on, I just think they look really cute. So, yes. I love making Christmas cards. I really do. They're a lot of fun. I just need to keep making Christmas cards. Whenever I sort of sit here and go, right, I need to do something. Oh my God, I still love that one so much. Whenever I just sort of sit here and go, okay, I need to do something, I just make a Christmas card because that's where we're going. And I have so many beautiful Christmas sets. Like, would not even want to open that and decide how many Christmas ones I have. But yeah, absolutely. I definitely don't need another Christmas set this year. Oh, that's not true. I would like another Christmas set this year, but I think I'll be a good girl. Uniquely Creative have a very, very, very cute Christmas set that I saw today that I would be really happy to have. But I will be good. I will be good. Okay, so I'm going to open this up for you guys to ask any questions or anything like that. Otherwise, I'm just going to, waffle on about something else. What can I waffle on about? Okay, so I had... Anyone that doesn't want to hear about baby stuff, just stick your fingers in your ears for a couple of minutes. Did you laugh then? I figured you did. Thank you, Sharon. I love when people come in here. Ruth, I'm definitely not creative. I am, but I'll sort of have ideas for cards in weird moments, and like this one's not me. It's that I've seen that idea on Instagram. I've just recreated it, so that's, I'm not going to take any credit for that. Thank you, Denise. I was wondering if I was allowed to show that, or if you wanted me to do that in a separate video. So I will. If you're giving me permission to show part of my extra happy mail that I got, I will happily do that. So I have got some new goodies from Luscious Labels. And you're going to see these very, very quickly because I want to use these in next week's decoration in my planner, because I've been coveting them for a while and I had to go past Altona and drop something off at Denise's anyway. So I did a little bit of Luscious Labels shopping. So I got a bunch of stuff from her new, pardon me, Painted Protea collection. These are stunning. So I got all 3 sets of the die cuts plus the full weekly kit. So I don't think I'll need the full weekly kit, but it means I can play with it a little bit later. So I'm going to go through these die cuts with you. So this is the first set. Love the packaging, by the way, Denise. I love that these come in their own little envelope. Go. So you've got some die cuts here. Definitely going to, I'm going to make some stunning cards with these as well, by the way. So you've got a bunch of these leaf die cuts. So I'll just sort of put them out on here. Some go left, some go right. You've got some simple ones. You've got some little wattle buds. I think they're wattle buds. And you've got some more of those greeneries. I love a bit of greenery on my floral cards. They're just beautiful. Whoops, a little bit not quite in the right spot. But just absolutely stunning. Beautifully printed, beautifully cut. Oh, yay. I cannot wait to make some cards. And I've seen some that Denise has been making and they're amazing. So now I'm going to try and put them back without breaking any. So this is where, when I do haul videos, you guys don't see me putting things away. Because I do that and I cut. Downside to live. Hanging out for the stamps before I order. Which are you talking about? Which stamps are we talking about, Caroline? So there's the first lot. Oof. And then the second lot. I'm keeping an eye on everything while I'm sort of doing this. So second lot here, we have some more flowers and some more greenery. So you can buy these now, just letting you girls know if you're interested. Jump on over to Luscious Labels. There you go, Denise, I'm selling you already. So you've got 4, 5, 6, 7, I think, of the 8 of the big, I think these are the proteas. I'm not very good with flowers, so they're just stunning. And then you've got some big ones here with this sort of big flower and the greenery all around it. So cool. Denise, I wasn't sure if we were talking about your stamps. I thought we were, but I didn't want to say anything if you haven't officially announced them, but then I remembered you had. I told you, brain dead. Brain dead. Hi, Yvonne. That's alright, as long as they are common knowledge. I just didn't want to spoil stuff. I get told things in confidence, and so I shut up until I'm told I'm allowed to tell people things. Very, 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 very bad of me. And then, number 3, Protea. Is that Protea? Is it Protea or I don't know how to say it. You get the point. And then the last one here, we've got some more sort of big ones. So we've got a couple of those little bouquets, and then you've got these. Oh, wow. Wow. That is going to make one beautiful card. I can actually see it in my head already. I could actually make 10 or 12 beautiful cards with these lot. So just these stunning greens and pinks, but not too over the top pink, is it, Denise? Just beautiful the way they are. Very understated, very subtle. And even with just, you could match this up really easily with like one of these ones that are just like the You Are Loved on a card, and that would be absolutely beautiful. Just something very simple but gorgeous. Protea. Let me know if that's right. I know, I can't talk either. They're just stunning. I love these so much. I'm trying to put them back together again without breaking them. I don't know if I dropped on the floor or not. And I can't bend over, so I'll just have to wait until afterwards. Ryan's going to pick it up. I can hear him moving.
Saving the dog's head.
Saving the dog's head. Why am I going to run over him?
You ran into it twice.
Oh, have I? Whoops. I've tried to kill the dog, apparently. He's going to be he's going to be roadkill. Keep running into the dog. Whoops. Okay, so there are all the die cuts, and then these are this is the weekly kit. So I'm just going to pull this one out. So I've got my little picking slip. So just to let you know, those die cut sets, I think they're $3 or $4.50 each. Denise, just make sure you let me know. And then the kit, I think, was $20, I think. Denise doesn't put the price on here because I don't want to know how much I spent. So, oh, yeah. No, that's good. So we've got some little goodies here, little flags, and then some ho-ho-hos to put on some stickers, that I can put on some cards or in some planner weeks. You've got some of those little approaches there on some clear paper. Gorgeous. My little voucher for next time, and then we've got our little sampler for the month. We've got some little, I love that little ladybug, by the way. Some autumn flowers, gorgeous colours. And then for the full kit, you've got your day covers. So these are all with those, there you go, $3.50 to $4.50 for the die cuts. I was right. So you've got the weeks kind of ones. This is the painted Protea kit. The weekdays, you've got your numbers, and you've got some little asterisks. You've got a set of boxes here. These are just plain ones. So just with the flowers on the edges and a little bit of greenery. I've got some, and they match. So they match the little flaggies that she gave me. Excellent. Some little coloured boxes. So you've got a pink, a green, a sort of burgundy, and then a brown. And then you've got some quarter boxes and half boxes as well for your appointments and bits and pieces. And then moving into the deco ones. So these ones are on white, and these ones are on clear. And I love Denise's clear paper. It's just stunning. So you've got the little wattle flowers, and then you've got the big ones, and then the sticky ones as well. Got some bigger versions of those, and they're beautiful. Got some sort of washi strips here. So these ones are strips. And then you've got the little fussy cut kind of ones there. And then you've got two things of greenery. These ones are washi as well. And then this one, oh no, these are washi too. Nice. So you've got the green sort of washi there. Again on clear. Just stunning. Just stunning. Denise, you do the best stickers. There we go. I'm using that next week. I, number one, needed something to use next week. I was going to do a Halloween kit. I kind of thought about doing Halloween. But I don't celebrate Halloween, and I don't think this year is the time to start celebrating Halloween. I don't know. I just didn't feel like it. They would make a really good Australia Day spread. That's true, Ruth.
I'm sure you got enough for another spread.
Yeah, I'm sure I have enough for two. But I'm sure I might be able to convince Denise to make another sort of Australia kind of kit before we get there, but we'll get to that eventually. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be next week in my planner. I'm very much looking forward to the fact that I don't have to film next week's weekly decoration on the day. Oh, the washi is continuous, so it will line up. That's clever, Denise. Whew, smarty pants. Yeah, very, very glad that I'm not going to have to film it the morning of, because that was very, very stressful. Coming up with the idea was stressful, it not working was stressful, and then it worked and I was really happy. That actually ended up being one of my favourite weekly decorations that I've done for a very, very long time. I think it turned out absolutely beautifully. If you haven't seen it, let me know and I'll grab it and show you now. But I'm so proud of it. It's not my normal grand final. It's not my normal kind of way I would celebrate grand final week, but I wanted to do something different because this year has been so different, and obviously this year has been so different and will be so different for the grand final. So yeah, to me it sort of seemed like a good year to do it in a different kind of way. Yes, the Gabba did look amazing. The Gabba looked wonderful. Thankfully, I didn't have to try and draw those stands because I could not possibly have done that. I'm a horrible drawer. I'm good at colouring in now. Slowly have got to being good at colouring in. But yeah, I can't draw. I can't draw for crap. And then more to the point, I was thinking, how am I going to colour this in? Because any place, like if I used my Copics to colour in, it's going to go straight through the paper. And I could use my Tombos, but they kind of go through the paper as well. So I was just, if I just print this out and I just use that's much cleverer. Much, much cleverer. So yes, I am very much looking forward to Saturday. I think it'll be a good game. I hope it'll be a good game. I don't really have a preference. That's the downside. The downside to this year, I'm not cheering one way or the other. And what's actually really funny is, so sort of for the last couple of years, like 2017, I didn't really have a preference of who won because Richmond hadn't won one for so long, and Adelaide, I'm from Adelaide originally, but I just didn't want Adelaide to win because then my family would be really happy. So I was kind of secretly hoping Richmond would win. And then 2018, which was Collingwood and West Coast, I wanted neither of them to win, which is just ridiculous because someone has to win. And that was an absolute ripping game. That was so good. And then the year after, like last year, that was the first time I've ever been to the grand final. And it was a fizzer. It was an absolute fizzer. It was great because it was so awesome to be there and to actually get to celebrate it. And I was sitting, like Richmond fans were all around me. I reckon for a long time I was the only person clapping when GWS did anything good, which was not very often. Because I sort of was just cheering for football. But it didn't end up being a particularly good game. So I'm hoping we get a good one this year, because we kind of have gone fizzer, great game, fizzer, time for a great game. And the two teams in it have been playing very well for a good couple of months. So it should be a really good game. I have no preference. If Richmond win, I'll be happy because I don't hate Richmond. I like Richmond. I have a lot of friends who are really big Richmond fans. So that kind of helps. I don't have any friends that are I've got family that are big Geelong fans. I don't particularly like Geelong. I'm going to make that clear. I don't particularly like Geelong. But it would be very cool to see, even though I don't particularly like him either, Gary Ablett win a premiership in his last game. And I would be pretty happy if Paddy Dangerfield won a premiership. So, we sort of veered off the baby talk, Vicky. Sorry. We ended up on football instead, because that's much more happy. Vicky, we're talking about babies because I'm having a baby, which I thought everybody knew. I kind of thought that was common knowledge, and then when I put my my baby memory dex card up, everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're pregnant!" I'm like, "Didn't you know that? I thought I told you." So that made me feel kind of.
Watch every video. Don't watch every video.
They don't watch every video. How cruel! No, I'm kidding. I don't care. But it was just very funny. I got all these messages saying congratulations. I'm like, I thought everybody knew. Whoops. So yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm 4.5 months. 19 weeks. 20 weeks next week. So I'm nearly halfway there, or just that halfway there. It's been weird. This week's been the first week I've noticed a lot of things, which I haven't got any bigger. That's the bonus of being already overweight, was that I haven't gotten any bigger. All my clothes still fit. I haven't had to start wearing baggy clothes or anything, because most of my clothes are baggy anyway. And I haven't put on any weight. So that's sort of been good, but this is the first week that I actually feel bigger. I don't look particularly bigger, and I certainly haven't put any weight on the scales, but I feel bigger because it's uncomfortable to move now. So there's a spot that we sit. We've got this gorgeous like wrap around kind of couch that kind of looks like a U shape. And I usually sit in the corner of one of the U's, which is like the deep corner. And I can't actually sit there if Ryan's not with me because I can't get up. Ryan has to pull me out of that spot at the moment. So that's not enjoyable. And then today, yeah, weird things definitely keep happening, Michelle. this week's been the first time that I've been sore while I've been sleeping. So I had a midwife appointment last week, which was odd because it was at a hospital that's about 40 k's away from me. So it was the first time in probably when was the last time our lockdown? When did we get locked down? I think it was in July or June or August that we got locked. So it was the first time that I'd been basically out of my suburb for 4 months or something. So that was really weird, and to have permission to go anywhere was even weirder. And then of course I've walked in the hospital because Ryan can't come to any of the appointments. So yeah, I had sort of a moment where I'm sitting in this room with women all around me, which was just odd, and they're all showing and I just look normal because this is just the way I look. And I'm sort of wondering, do they think that I'm like, anyway, I was sort of going into weird places. Ruth, we did have to get permission to go more than 5 k's from our house. So if we went, if we stayed within our 5 k's, we were okay as long as we had a legitimate reason to be out. So like if we were going shopping for groceries or if we're going to the doctor or stuff like that. And then to leave our 5k zone, you had to have a I don't know if it's like, I know you had to have a pass to go to work. I had a letter from the hospital that said I was okay to go. So that was my kind of reason to go out. Sorry, water. So yeah, that was kind of odd to drive anywhere and then sort of get there and be surrounded by people, which that hasn't happened to me for a really long time either, to have so many people standing around me or sitting around me. But yeah, I went to the midwife and I had said my comfy place, I sleep this weird kind of way that I sleep on my side at the top, but I kind of lay on my front on the bottom, so I kind of twist. But that's just the way I've always slept. But she's told me I'm not allowed to sleep on my tummy anymore. So I'm trying to pull myself up. So she's told me to keep a pillow between my legs because my hip has been hurting. And today my hips are killing me. Like absolutely killing me. So I'm hoping I can get a nice sleep in at some point. If the weather's nice on the weekend, I'm going to the beach. I'm going to the beach to put my feet in the water. I don't care what the temperature is. But if the water's nice enough, I might go in a little bit further and that might help my hips. So yeah. I don't have a body pillow yet. So now that we can go shopping, and especially we can go 25 k's, so the baby shops around me, there's definitely no baby shops within 5 k's of my house. Yeah, people in real life, Michelle, it was really weird. There's definitely no baby shops within 5 k's, and we kind of can't go shopping anyway. We can only go to Coles. Once things start opening back up, I do know that the baby shops around here they have appointments, so you can make an appointment to go shopping. We haven't been able to do that yet because it's outside the 5k. So now that we're 25 k's and they're going to be opening up more normally, I'm hoping that we can go and actually do some shopping, and a body pillow is sort of top on the list for things I need to get now. There's very little that I want to get straight away, but that's definitely one. There's one that I've seen at Target, Nancy, you're right, and there's another one that's called a butterfly pillow, but I don't think that's a body pillow. I think it's a different kind of pillow. But anyway, the roads have all changed, Denise. There is so much road work, which is good. I'm glad they're doing road works while there's not as many people on the road. That makes a lot of sense. Congratulations to the government for doing that, because that's awesome. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun going through roadworks, having to remember how to drive through roadworks again, because I haven't done that for a long time. But yeah, sleep mostly on my left side as I get bigger. I do generally sleep on my left side, so that's good. I don't have to change too much. Rolled up hand towel. I've been sleeping with one, like with that pillow in between my legs, so I'm hoping. In the meantime, use Ryan as your body pillow. I can't use him as a body pillow because Ryan twitches. We have a king size bed, and I seriously sleep right on the edge of mine, and he sleeps right on the edge of his, because he twitches in his sleep to the point that he kicks me, and I get really mad at him. So we sleep as far away from each other as possible, so that we know using Ryan as a body pillow. I have noticed the last couple of days too, I want water more, and I'm obviously going to the bathroom more, which is driving me bonkers. And I've been out of breath a lot, which is kind of annoying when I'm doing videos because I have to stop and every once in a while. It's annoying. Nurse talk's fine, Tammy. I need to learn. I have absolutely no idea what's coming. No idea. And I will say that the biggest problem with wearing masks, because we have to wear masks when we go out, you can't read facial features as easily when you're talking to someone when they've got a mask on their face. Like, you can kind of see their eyes, but you can't see their smile, and it kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. So when I'm talking to the midwife last week, she's telling me all this stuff, and I don't know if she's looking at me because I said something stupid and like there's pity in her eyes, or if she's laughing at me, or if she thinks it's being... I just couldn't get a read on what she was sort of thinking, which was kind of bugging me. So I miss facial expressions. I miss being able to see people's faces and kind of work out what they're saying. It's kind of hard. But yeah, I have another midwife appointment in a month, so we'll kind of... It is 4 weeks technically, but
And a scan next week.
And a scan next week. So not next week, week after. Not next week, it's week after. It's day before Melbourne Cup. So yes, I have my 20-week scan the Monday before Melbourne Cup. So I'll have more photos to show you. We do know the sex. I think I've told people, but just in case you guys have missed it. Oh
You
God.
haven't told people what it is.
Haven't I?
No,
Shall I tell people?
that's up to you.
It's up to you. It's your baby too.
It's your audience.
Right, it's like you can tell people if you want to. We are having a little girl, so we have picked the name already. We're not telling people the name because I want the ability to be able to change my mind. So we know what she's called, and we say it to ourselves all the time. But yeah, we haven't told, and we won't tell anybody except ourselves and Jet. They're the only people that know, and Dog that knows. Thank you guys. I feel really ditzy when it comes to this stuff because I have been reading the books and I read all the stuff online, and then I'm just sort of like, I'll eventually find this out anyway, so just let it go. And I don't want to have like misconceptions about what's coming and expect things. And I think that was something that the midwife was getting annoyed. Jill, no pink. I think the midwife was getting annoyed at me because I'm like, but I've been reading and it says this, and she goes, yeah, but we're all different. I'm like, yeah, but the book says this, and she goes, yeah, but we're all different. The book can tell you whatever it likes, but it's not always right, and everybody's different. I'm like, oh, okay, righto. And like the same thing with comparing myself to the people in the waiting room, like looking at them all, and they're all got these really gorgeous pregnant bellies, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I'm just fat. There's no difference to that. But anyway,
They're further along than you.
you don't know that. There is a bit of a bump. There is a little bit of a bump. I saw Denise say before that I should be able to start feeling some movement soon. It's actually funny. I thought I felt something like, probably 5 or 6 weeks ago. I thought I felt like a little flutter, and I sort of just thought it was nothing and kind of brushed it off. And then I was talking to Leanne from Lime and Mortar, and she said, no, that's the baby. And I'm like, no, it didn't feel like it. But she's like, no, that's the baby. And I'm like, okay, righto, cool. I haven't felt anything massive. Like, I haven't felt like a big kick or something that I'm like, oh, okay, righto, I know what that is. There've been movements and funny and flutters and, yeah, I haven't felt anything that I go, yeah, that's definitely a baby in there, and that's sort of a bit weird. The other thing that was really funny was that the midwife, they took some measurements. Obviously they measured the belly and sort of did that. And then they had I'll come back to your comments in a sec, sorry, they're popping up really fast and I can't keep up. She had a little thing to be able to hear the heartbeat. And she's sort of like, I don't think we'll be able to hear it because it's too early and everything. And I'm like, can you try anyway? Because I would just really appreciate it, because I'm not feeling particularly connected to the baby yet, just because we can't do anything for the baby, so it doesn't actually feel like it's coming. I know it is, but it doesn't feel like it. And so she sort of put it on there, and the second she touched it to my belly, there's just this heartbeat. And I'm like, righto, well, she's there. That's all that matters. Okay, going back. The books are like recipes, just a guide. Is that like a YouTube video that has like a, how do you make this? And basically I look at it and I go, yeah, okay, I'll follow along, but I end up doing it my own way anyway. Same sort of thing, I guess. Anyway, the books. Yes, I know. I have the book. I've read the book. But the book doesn't make a lot of sense right now because the book wasn't written for pregnancy during COVID, sadly. So I have a lot of questions that have COVID connotations to them, which then people can't answer. So it's kind of like I get that a lot. The hospital bag videos on YouTube, Kels, no, have not got to them yet. I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy those. So there was a girl that I used to work with who she now works for a big media company, and she recently had her first baby, and she did a big series on what she was going to take. That's the only one I've seen, and I looked at it more because I knew her as opposed to what she was packing, but she had some really good ideas, so I know to go back to that one, and I'll start stalking eventually. I'm a little worried about the word princess, Nancy. I don't know why. That term, I had an ex that called me princess, and ever since then I've just been like, yeah, not happening. Flutters to start with apparently feels like bubbles. If that's the case, and I had some today, because there were bubbles today. To think you were pregnant before the internet. Oh, you know how old it all, Michelle. I actually think I would prefer to have been pregnant before the internet, because my family are waiting, especially because they can't see me. My family are waiting for me to put pictures of my belly up, and I'm like, no. I would never put pictures of my belly up if I wasn't pregnant, so why do you expect pictures now? Not gonna happen. If you're tall or have a big diaphragm, you might not show a lot. I'm just wide, Kels, so I have a feeling I won't show too much anyway. I have no problem, Louise, if I don't want anything I've been really clear with the whole family when I told them that it was a girl. I don't want anything that's majority pink. If it's got pink on it, that's fine, but nothing massively pink. If she comes home one day and she goes, Mum, I want to wear pink, or if we go to the shops and she just picks out pink, that's fine. She's got the choice to have whatever she wants, but I'm not forcing her into pink. There we go, that's my little saying. Read all the books and then ignore them. It was actually funny. I was having a chat with my mum, who has this very large list of things she wants to come to Victoria for next year, which I just think is amusing. And we were talking about going to the football, because I don't want to have to stop going to the football. So I have this whole big thing on how I want to take her to the football, like when she's really little, so that she always kind of is used to the noises and everything. And my mum's not just laughing at me. She's like, you can't take her to the football. She'll scream and she'll be annoying and she won't settle and you'll wake her up every couple of minutes. And I'm like, you know what? That's my mistake, to try and fail and go, yeah, not doing that again. But I'm going to do it to begin with because I want to try it, and it's my kid and I can. My kid and I can. Wait till they start hiccuping in there. Oh, God. It's bad enough that I hiccup too much. It started like butterflies, and then it will be kicks, and then you get feet stuck in your ribs. Oh, goody. Things to look forward to. Jill, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm not sure yet if I enjoy this. I don't enjoy not being able to eat things. It's driving me bonkers. Hiccups was so cute. Lots and lots of maternity pads. Yeah, I've heard that one. That's kind of scaring me. The rainbow has a huge red... Exactly, not just pink. And I just don't want her to feel like she has to wear pink. Because no. We call our little girl Squishy or Monkey, little squish or little bug. We call her P at the moment, so if I'm talking to people other than Brian, because when I'm with Brian we call her by her name, but if I'm talking to other people I call her P. So she's just my little P, and that kind of works, so that's good. Jill, I don't give a crap what people think, generally speaking. I will admit that I've had a little bit more of a crap of what people think in the last couple of months, but generally speaking, I don't care. So, like, I'm thinking if I take her to the football and she screams, if someone can't handle a screaming baby, have you heard me scream? Because I'm twice as loud. So, if I take her and she's screaming, I'll just fix it by screaming louder. Like, it's not completely difficult to overpower that. So, yeah, I just think the faster I get her to the football, the faster she'll be used to the noise. That's my kind of thing. And it'll be noisy when I'm watching football here. Like, that's not going to be quiet either. So, Caroline said, my two both love the footy. Took the youngest when she was about a month old and slept through most of the game. Yeah. The oldest was about 3 months, so a bit more interested in the noise. Again, if I take her early, I feel like she'll get used to it, and then it won't be so weird when she goes all the time. But, honestly, I'm sort of thinking, okay, how many times who even knows if we're going to be able to go to the footy next year? We don't even know the answer to that question yet. So, exactly, Tammy. Everyone screams at the footy. She'll be fine. And my mum was like, so how are you going to feed her? And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, well, you can't just sort of pop your boob out at the MCG. I'm like, watch me. Everyone else is eating and drinking. Why can't the baby? It makes sense to me. Ryan's giggling. Isn't it fun? I'm guessing anyone here that's had kids, you're laughing at me right now in the nicest possible way. But you're laughing at me spilling my kind of parenting mantra out, and you're sort of sitting there going, you have so much to learn, little girl. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I want to learn it. I kind of just want to chuck myself in it and go, you know what, if I screw this up, if I do something wrong, if I take her somewhere that she shouldn't go, well, I've learned my lesson. But don't see the harm in trying. Just don't see the harm in trying. All I'm going to do is make myself angry, so it'll be fine. Tammy, she'll be so used to noise because I'm not quiet. Jet's not quiet. Ryan is quiet. So maybe she'll learn from Dad. What's that? Except when he's sleeping, because then he snores. But yeah, we'll work it out as we go along. Oh, Denise, I'm going to show that comment, but I'm not going to say it out loud. Anyway. Alright, I've now been rabbiting on about that for like 20 minutes, so I think I'm going to wrap this up, or start wrapping this up. I'm still haven't got the new Planners Anonymous kit, so that's coming. I don't know if I'm getting the Christmas TN. I want the Christmas TN. I don't know if I'm getting it. I'm kind of still on the fence because I have spent a lot of money. So yeah, I'm needing to be a good girl. So yeah, we'll wait and see on the Christmas TN. If it shows up, it shows up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So that's still coming up. I want to do some cards with my new lawn fawn. I want to play with that Seasons Tweetings. I really, really do. I have a card that I have seen that was sort of like when they brought it out, because that stamp set came out like a month and a half ago. Hold on. Where are we? Mid-October. Came out like a month ago. It came out in September. So I have been stalking the internet, finding people's projects using it, because I'm so excited. And I found the most gorgeous Christmas card with like a tree of the little birdies. So I'm going to recreate that one, so I can't wait to show you guys that. I have something cool coming up in November that I can't talk to you about, so when I can talk to you about it, I will. You'll see it, I promise. But I'm going to say thank you again to Caroline and to Tammy for sending me the gorgeous, gorgeous goodies. That was sort of why I started doing these lives in the first place, was to show Happy Mail, and then I sort of stopped getting some for a really long period of time, which is fine. Like, I had no issue with that. But if I get Happy Mail, I try and keep it all together and show you guys all at once. So, yeah. Oh, Natasha, there's a quick question. There's a quick one that I'm going to go to. What are my thoughts on the new Kiki K lines? I'm hoping you mean the new Christmas ones, because that's all I've seen. I do know that the Christmas collections are going to be late. I got an email the other day saying that, which I'm sure everybody did. The Christmas collections are going to be late. They're going to be launched late October, early November. Usually they'd be out by now. I'm hoping that Ryan's going to give me permission to go crazy when the Christmas collections come out. I have a feeling he won't, because we need to spend some money on other things. But I will definitely, if there's a paper lovers book or a sticker book or stuff like that, I'll definitely be getting it. I probably won't go as crazy down the wrapping part of it because I don't know yet if we can actually go anywhere where we can, give people presents.
Have so much already.
And we don't already have plenty of wrapping paper. Yeah, I know. When we moved, I kind of worked out. I wasn't really aware of how much wrapping paper we had. And then when we moved and I saw all the wrapping paper we had, oh, okay, I don't really need to buy any more wrapping paper. But I love buying new wrapping paper. It's fun. Maybe I just need to buy more presents so I can wrap more presents so I use more wrapping paper. But I really like the Christmas collection. It looked green to me. I think it's going to be green. I'm sure they'll have the cute section, but kind of that more adult section, I think will be a dark Christmas tree green, like that kind of colour. So I think it's gorgeous. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to get my hands on some of it, but I definitely will be. I'm happy that they're coming back. I'm interested to see how they launch and how they go, because obviously the last couple of months have been very, very quiet. The shops have been shut. I think the shop's starting to open again. There's no shop within 25 k's of me, so I know I can't go to a Kikki K anytime soon. But then I don't know which ones are open anyway, and I don't think any are in Victoria. So yeah, as soon as I can go to a store, I will go to a store. As soon as I can get my hands on that stuff, I will. But yeah, we'll see how long it takes to get stuff, and if it all sells out before I actually get to it. I'm kind of annoyed they're doing like a 25 or 30% off sale this weekend, and then like the Christmas will launch in 2 weeks' time. I'm like, no, do the sale then. Much better.
They might make money off it first.
No! Do the sale when Christmas starts. Anyway. So yeah, thank you guys again so much. I'm hoping I didn't talk too much baby. If I talk too much baby, please let me know. You can send me a message privately if you don't want to send it on the chat. And just say, hey, we don't like hearing so much about the baby. That's fine. I get it. I think if it was me watching somebody, I would be like, okay, get over the baby. But because this just sort of seems to be what comes out of my mouth these days. But I can pull back. I can pull back if you guys aren't interested in it. Thank you to Denise for my lovely proteas. I think that's how we say it. Like I said, we'll be using that in next week's decoration, which I'm hoping to be able to film tomorrow. I do try and film them a couple of days in advance so Ryan has time to edit them, because yeah, watching him try and edit that. We're not on Friday's video. I don't even know what Friday's video is. I think it's something to do for Friday's video. I was hoping that it was going to be Planners Anonymous, but it's not here yet, so yeah, that might be a problem. I'll think of something. Send me video ideas. I have been very low on video ideas other than cards or memory dexes, which kind of get boring after you keep doing them all the time. So yeah, let me know. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you, Ryan, for fixing the overhead camera. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Denise. I love you guys very, very much, and I will catch you again on Friday in my next video. Sending lots and lots and lots and lots of huggles. Bye.